welcome everyone. No, see, I already welcomed you to Detroit. So I'll welcome you again. Welcome everybody. Thank you for coming to my first breakout session. I just presented this session 4 times in Indianapolis 2 days ago. And my first session was the best. By the 4th one, I was like, what are you guys doing in here? So the first one tends to be my best one, because by the 4th, I'm like, it's time to go home. You know who I am. I'm Melissa Gratz. I'm from Detroit, Michigan, Superstar Director. I joined Sensi in February of 2008, so I'm celebrating 8 years. 8 years this year. There's no place else I'd rather be, and there's no place else I would rather be doing what I do with anybody else. I see a lot of familiar faces in the crowd. A lot of you have been with Sensi for a long time. How many of you have been with Sensi for over 3 years? How about over 4 years? Over 5 years? That's awesome. Well, I am happy that you are here. If you have trouble hearing me, just let me know. So today I'm going to talk about customer follow-up. But before we talk about follow-up, we have to talk about customer service just briefly, because you can't have customer follow-up without customer service, right? Okay, so we kind of need to talk about customer service just briefly before we get into talking about why follow-up is so important. So let me ask you a question. Now, I've warned these wonderful ladies in the front row that they're in what I call my splash zone. Not because I spit, although I might, but because they're going to get picked on just because it's convenient. So let me ask you a question. You may need the microphone. Are you loud?
I'm pretty loud.
Awesome. So let me ask you a question. Do you sell warmers and wax?
Yes.
Yes, so do I. Do you host parties?
Yes.
Oh, okay, I do too. Do you have catalogs and business cards to give to customers?
Absolutely.
You want to come sit?
Now you're really
That's okay. That's just fine. Let me ask you again. Do you have catalogs and business cards to give your customers?
Absolutely.
Okay, I do also. Do you offer free shipping on parties over $200?
Yeah.
Say yes, you do. Well, so do I. So then, what sets me apart from her? We're both Sensi consultants. We both have answered yes to all 4 of those questions. So what's going to set the 2 of us apart?
How do you take care of it?
Customer service first, right? Customer service first. So customers could go to her, they could go to her, they could go to her, they could go to you, to all get the basic same things, right? We all offer them Sensi. Customer service, okay, plus Sensi, which is our brand, right? That's our brand, actually equals you. Because did you know you're a brand? Did you know that your customers are actually doing business with you? They're doing business with Sensi, but Sensi's not the one retaining them. You are. So you are actually the brand that your customers are seeing, okay? So then, this is where you take all your skills, your personality, your uniqueness, and you package all of that together to create your own brand, all right? How I walk, how I talk, how I dress, I know it's very fancy. Even with my flip-flops in winter, my feet, no cold. The way that I make people feel, that's my brand, right? The way that I want people to be comfortable when they're around me. Do you feel comfortable? I'm not, I'm one of you, basically. I could be sitting right here, listening to the same presentation, right? So I like to make people feel comfortable. I want people to do business with me. That's part of my brand. Now, does anybody in here sell Mary Kay also? Okay, good. Now, I'm not going to hate on Mary Kay, right? Mary Kay's been around a really long time, and they're amazing. But I don't look like a Mary Kay consultant, at least not in my own eyes. Okay? I'm not that pretty and polished, and I wouldn't be caught dead in a skirt or heels ever, ever. But see, that's not the point. The point is Mary Kay doesn't fit me as a brand, right? So all of the things that I love about Sensi, how fun it is, the product, how amazing it is. You can offer the product to an 8-year-old, an 80-year-old, a male, a female, a teacher, a nurse. We don't know a niche. We don't have a specific demographic. I can connect with people that are young, old, small, tall, doesn't matter, right? That's part of why I'm successful with Scentsy, is because I absolutely love the brand. I love Scentsy as a brand, and then I take that and I kind of roll up my passion for Scentsy, and I make my brand, which is me. So my customers get me, and I'm the way that they're going to get their Scentsy. Do you want to do business with somebody that's like, hey, you need anything? Or you pick up the phone and you seem bothered instead of having a smile on your face, right? So you have to be comfortable with what you sell and what you do in order to be successful. If I had to get up here and do this presentation in heels, I would totally bomb it. I'd be a totally different person. I would be so worried about what you were thinking about me. Joy would make a joke about me because I was wearing heels for the first time. Then I would worry what you were going to say about me during lunch. And so I wouldn't be able to give you the best of me if I was trying to be somebody else, okay? All right. So then in line with our brand, I'm going to say a word, and I bet you, each one of you, you're going to have an image that pops in your mind. McDonald's. Now, one of you thought about cheeseburger because you're hungry. Somebody else thought about the golden arches, or 1 billion, million, trillion sold, or whatever it is now. Right? But you thought of something instantly. Doesn't matter if you like McDonald's or you don't like McDonald's. You know that when you go to McDonald's, you have a level of expectation, right? What if I said Michael Jordan? Woo. Shoes, basketball, pro, awesome, right?
Yeah.
What about Miley Cyrus?
No.
See, but you got a visual, right? It might not be something you want to share, but you got a visual. Right? All right. So I want my customers, when they hear Scentsy, I want them to think of me. I want that instant. They think of Scentsy, they may think of the warmer or the wax too, but they think of me. They don't want to do business with anybody else, they only want to deal with me. That's what you need to accomplish with your business, is you need to make it so that every person you come in contact with Scentsy, when they think of Scentsy, or they turn their warmer on, or they put their last cube of wax in the warmer, you want them to be thinking about you, okay? Now, in order for you to successfully bring your brand to your customers, you have to be consistent, right? How many people, don't be shy, have been caught somewhere in public without a catalog or a business card when somebody has asked you, oh, you sell Scentsy, do you have a catalog? Oh, I changed purses this morning. Right? We've all said it, even though you changed your purse last week. Just lazy. You haven't restocked it yet, right? But what you do once is what you do all the time. You cannot just have catalogs half the time. Oh, I have business cards. A woman said this to me in Indy. I have business cards. They're actually in the shopping cart ready to be ordered. I just haven't ordered them yet. And I was like, you are going to get so many customers in your cart. What are you doing? Go home, put that on your action list. You're going home and you're ordering your business cards. You can't be prepared half of the time. If you're prepared half of the time, you're only going to acquire half of the people that you come across. Okay? We get that. Consistency is absolutely the key in our business. Again, somebody could come to me to buy Scentsy, or they can come to her, who's more prepared. How many of us have had it where our customer calls, and they'll call 3, 4, 5 consultants, and the first one to call them back is who gets the deal? Yeah? You guys are all nodding. It happens to us all the time. We want consistency. We want to capture as many of those people that need us as possible. Now, capturing them is great. Keeping them is a whole nother ballgame. Okay? So now we've knocked our customer service out. Okay? We know we're a brand. We are what we want our customers to think when they think about Scentsy. So, amen. See, even at 15 months, she knows. Scentsy? Yeah! Okay, so if I've got 2 people, and Stephanie and Bethany. They're twins. Well, they're dressed up.
We're sisters.
We rehearsed this. All right, so Stephanie goes to the grocery store and she's wearing a Scentsy sweatshirt, and Bethany's 3 aisles over. They're shopping together and she didn't wear anything. carry anything or anything that says Scentsy. What? She's naked. She is. The only thing she has is her little butterfly. She's enjoying the journey. Okay, so Stephanie is going to be the one approached by somebody that needs Scentsy, right? Because nobody knows that Bethany has anything to do with Scentsy. Other than she really looks like the girl that's 3 hours over. I could have sworn you just had a Scentsy shirt on. Stephanie's going to get the deal. How about somebody that has car vinyl versus somebody that doesn't have car vinyl? You don't have anything on your car that says you're a Scentsy consultant? Nobody knows to stop you at a red light, tap on your window, scare the hell out of you, and then ask you for a catalog, right? So you may be safer if you don't have the vinyl, but if the public can't see it, they're not going to ask about it. They're not going to know that you do it. And so the key is to be consistent and to let people know that you are a business owner and that you sell Scentsy. How often do you talk about your business? Does it come natural? Does it fall out of your mouth without thinking? Do you wear it, share it, carry it? Do you wake up in the morning and you're like, yes, I'm a business owner. I don't have a physical door to unlock to open my office, right? I'm a Scentsy consultant 24 hours a day. Sometimes we're like, does this ever stop? Especially during the holidays. But the key is you need to be consistent and you need to be in business every single day. All right. So we have these customers, right? And we want to keep them. So think of our business as a bucket, right? And as business owners, we dump our ideas in this bucket, our energy, our money. We dump all that we have into our Scentsy bucket, okay? But there's holes in our bucket. All of our hard work and our time and all of our money that we once put in the bucket is draining out. If we fail to gather contact info, how many times do we do business with somebody and they walk away and then we're like, why didn't I even get her contact information, right? Happens all the time. So failure to gather contact info, failure to follow up with new leads, not rescuing lost customers. There are lost customers out there. There are lost customers that think the only place now to buy Scentsy is Walmart, and that's a no, right? So we need to rescue those lost customers, but not just rescue them. Now we got to own them, right? We got to make them ours. Failure to follow up on referrals. Referrals are the best compliment we can get, right? Yeah. And if there's no instant follow-up with new customers, what was the point of doing business with them in the first place? You work really hard to get a new customer or a new hostess, whatever. Why aren't you keeping them? I'm guilty of it too. We let customers fall through the cracks. It's not the customer's responsibility to find us.